everybody, welcome to Bura. In this episode, I'm going to be taking a look at some of the Udemy's SEC filings. Alright, welcome back. So, as you can see, everything is actually doing pretty well with Udemy here. So if we take a look at, let's say, the year here, we have gone down to a low of maybe 54-ish%, and now we're back up, above the 50% mark. Now, here's the thing. If you purchase now and things go back up to the all-time high, you have doubled your money, and that's actually not necessarily a bad thing here. But you do have to look at some of the SEC filings here, and this is the one key thing that you want to do here. So on Udemy here, at investors.udemy, you can take a look at some of the SEC filings, and very nicely, they actually put in things in PDFs and, well, different kinds of formats. So that's really good. Anyway, you can see that there are, if I kind of just move this out here, I'll take a look more about this in a second, but you can see that here's the actual SEC filing in a very nice PDF format here. You can basically take a look at that here. But really what I want to talk about, if I just go to the last kind of 5 days here, right, we take a look at this, that's 14 or 15% up from the peak here. Now, today is the Federal announcement, Federal Reserve announcement on interest rate hikes. Now, as you can see, everything is green, right? If we take a look at all of these here, they're all green. And I'm wondering if the Federal Reserve is not going to raise rates today. And all the carnage that's happened in like the last, since the beginning of the year, 6% down on the Dow, and then let's go to the NASDAQ, because that's, let's see, 6 months. Let's see if I can find a peak here. All right, so 14% down on the NASDAQ, right, or 15% down. That's pretty significant, all the way from January, really. I'm wondering if the Federal Reserve is not raising rates, and that the rumor was that they were going to raise it 50 basis points, and I don't think that they're going to do that now. And I think the insiders know that they're buying the dip very, very aggressively here. So as you can see, everything is kind of up here. And if we take a look, at some of, let's take a look at Bitcoin, right? If we take a look at some of the commodities here, you can see that, oil is up. Oil's up. Wow, it's quite a bit, actually. Gold, it's down. That kind of makes sense. Copper's up, which also makes sense. And then with crypto, you can see that, Bitcoin, if we just hop into the Bitcoin chart, I don't believe it. There was a gap here on the Bitcoin chart. Yeah, it hasn't quite reached that gap yet, but it reached a low of 33,000 and is all the way back up at 38. So you can see that's there here. So Bitcoin being the granddaddy, or the S&P of the crypto market, you can see that over the last 7 days things are down, but they've gone up in the last 24 hours. So I am wondering if the dip is being bought because insiders know that the Fed is not raising rates. I don't actually know. As you can see, this is made at 7:40 Pacific time. We do have three hours before. I think it's at 11 Pacific or 2 p.m. Eastern time. Nevertheless, I did want to talk about this here. So as you can see, there is a person who bought more shares, and they increased the ownership here. So there's some institutional buying with Udemy here. Now, here's the thing about Udemy. The question that a lot of people are going to have to answer when it comes to any stock is will major institutions invest in it? And with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's a really good example of this, there's a lot of institutional money flowing into Bitcoin here. And Bitcoin's kind of a buy and hold kind of thing. You just buy it. The best investment, I shouldn't say it's investment advice, but one of the people ask me what you should do with crypto. I think that you should just buy Bitcoin on a daily or weekly basis and just forget about it. That's the best thing you can do, in my opinion. But of course, you have to make your own investment decisions. But that's what I think that you should do. But anyway, so as you can see, some people are buying, but the question that you have to answer is, does Udemy have a long-term business model? And my pushback on the answer is no, is because they don't really allow for entrepreneurship to really thrive on the platform. They really just want their own kind of curated content to move forward here. And that is I don't think that's a recipe for success, in my opinion. If they allowed it to be more like Steam or the App Store, and it would be a lot better. And what they should really do is they should really make the marketplace have about, you know, $1 billion worth of sales. That is what their goal should be. It actually should be more like 4 billion, but their goal should be to get to $1 billion in sales as possible. And it's actually really easy to do. All they have to do is open up the platform to be a lot more like Steam or the App Store. And if they do that, and they allow money to be, if a Udemy course to be investable, then I think they'll actually see a lot more institutional investment. The same way that Apple is a good institutional bet. All right, so that pretty much concludes this video here. Let me know your thoughts about institutional buying, Bitcoin, all that. And if you really like this channel, you can purchase and pledge for our Kickstarter here. This is a bundle within bundle. So if you want to learn web development, app development, that includes Android and iOS. We have machine learning. We also have blockchain, and we also have game development and interview prep. So if you like any of those topics, this is the best deal you can get. And the more you pledge, the more courses you get. So this is something that I highly recommend that you purchase, because you won't be able to get this bundle of courses at this price. Once this ends, the price will most likely double or possibly even more. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.